I'm gonna feed you.
Please. I am looking for that relationship. I am looking for somebody to just feed me.
Strawberry shake. Have some.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so awesome.
That's my perfect relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready to speed date?
I'm ready.
You have to answer as fast as you can.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to ask. What?
Try.
Is it? Okay.
You complete me.
Oh. What's your name?
Mark.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
What's your favorite movie?
Reservoir Dogs.
Favorite cartoon?
He-Man.
Favorite animal?
Dog.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Super strength. Okay, I want to be invisible.
Lucy or Ethel?
Lucy.
Remember that name.
Favorite 90s TV show?
Knight Rider.
One thing you'll never wear. Like you look at it and you're like,
Polka
that's
dots.
Oh, wow, okay. Favorite comic book?
100 Bullets.
Favorite book?
Moby Dick.
Favorite R&B song?
Fiendin'.
I love that song. Sorry.
Yes. When you look me in the eyes, you shouldn't have never done that.
I didn't mean to. Okay. I love that song. I was not anticipating you saying that song, but I'm so happy you did.
I'm gonna play it for you later.
Will you please?
Yeah.
Thanks. Stop. These last two questions are probably really hard.
Okay.
Favorite working wrestler?
Randy Orton.
Nice. Favorite wrestler of all time?
Andre the Giant. He's the reason for me being.
That's true. You probably would have been something without him.
I love Andre so much. And I actually can have the distinction of being somebody that was actually physically touched by Andre.
Have you been thrown by him?
No, I was a little kid, and just like I see all the little kids run to the ring when we walk down the ramp, and I was leaning over trying to touch him, and one of these little bouncers hit me from behind and knocked my hands on the ground, and Andre picked me up and put me back on the other side of the barricade.
Such a good guy.
And I wish I could have met him as an adult.
Yeah.
And told him the story.
Yeah.
And he probably would have said, "Get out."
I still am kind of a wrestling moron, which I prefer.
I do too. Ignorance is bliss.
I agree, because like I've been working in wrestling for a long time. I've been talking about wrestling for a long time, and I've been watching it since I was a kid. I am I boo the bad guys, I cheer the good guys. I'm so easy, you know?
Please tell me that you don't boo Roman Reigns.
I don't boo Roman Reigns.
What's up with that?
I can tell you
What's
exactly.
up with that?
Well, if you really want to know, it became an issue because Roman Reigns was pushed on people before they were ready to accept him. And then, despite him getting better, despite him working well, despite him doing his job, you know, he really is doing his job, guys, okay? People want to see their favorites be number one.
Okay, so my thing is right now, the guy that was my favorite was Braun Strowman.
Oh.
But it went like back the other direction.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, I do know how I feel about it. I don't like it.
What do you mean?
He was trending towards being a good guy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he was like becoming the junkyard dog. Mm-hmm. When I was a kid, there was no better human being on earth than the junkyard dog. Everybody loved JYD. Grab those cakes. Grab those cakes. Like, I loved
You want to see
it.
Braun do that?
No, I didn't want to see him do that. I didn't want to see him grab the case, but I wanted to see him be the guy that always ran to the ring when everybody else was getting beat up.
Yes.
And just clean house, and everybody's cheering afterwards.
Braun is huge. He's massive.
Yes.
So it's hard to convince people that he's not a big bad guy.
Well, but that's kind of sizist.
Of course it is.
Like, everybody thinks that, you know, the biggest guy is the meanest guy. Mm-hmm. That the biggest guy is the most likely to kick your cat.
Right.
But that's not usually the case. The biggest guy is usually the guy that's like, oh, what a nice little kitty, and they would never hurt nobody.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, with the exception of a few that I could think of, but you know what? Oof.
Did you have problems, like, when you were coming up in the WWF at the time? Did you have problems like asserting yourself and being strong in what you wanted?
No.
No?
I never had problems. I actually was the opposite. Like I came from being a professional athlete and people trying me that were like 150 pounds. And I'm like, who the hell are you talking to? Like I will swallow you whole. The reason that I got my chance with the WWE is because on Oprah, I said that, you know, Oprah said, what do you do in your spare time? And I said, well, I play video games. I'm kind of a big kid. You know, I like to eat. I watch wrestling. You can't bother me on Saturday and Sunday. Those are the days I watch wrestling. Yeah. And the WWE called me like a week later.
That's kind of a dream. Like, what was that like was it just literally somebody just called you?
No, Vince called me himself.
No way.
I hung up on him.
Were you what?
Because I thought it was like one of my boys playing. I'm serious, no shit. I thought that somebody was playing with me, and I hung up. And then my father figure, who was my manager at the time, called me back and goes, did you just hang up on Vince McMahon? And I was like, that was really Vince McMahon? He said, yeah, I think you should take his call. And I was like,
yeah. Yeah, you don't hang up on Vince McMahon.
Oh, man. And he laughed. He thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad he thought it was funny.
Here I am.
So, thank God. A Hall of Famer, here you are.
23 years later. Wow.
Wow. That's really incredible. So you went from like saying you were a fan of wrestling on the couch, and then now you're in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Like, life ain't supposed to happen like that.
So you were just thrown on TV immediately?
My first match was pay-per-view.
That's against who?
Jerry Lawler. Yeah.
That's so
crazy.
That's crazy.
I feel sorry for Jerry Lawler.
Did you hurt him?
Almost killed him twice.
Oh, well, I'm sure he's used to that.
At one point, Jerry Lawler was giving me tackles, and I sidestepped him, and I pushed him in the back. And he flew between the top rope and the second rope and touched nothing.
Oh, that's hard to do.
And it's hard to do on purpose.
Yeah.
And he hit the barricade, bam! Like it was the metal barricades back then.
Ooh.
Now we got these padded walls.
Yeah.
But he hit that metal, man, and it was just like bam, and his face was shoved up against it. And the story that he tells is that he looked up and Vince was at the announce table, and Vince just was like, and he was like, but he came back in the ring anyway.
So is it weird for you to go from wrestler to analyst?
No.
Not weird.
Because I've always been like the mentor to everybody.
Okay.
So like after people's matches, they come up, man, what do you think? And I'm like, it was your latest work. Sometimes it's like, man, good stuff. But then, it's like after you hear me I always give you the good first. Because people are browbeaten so much that that's what I was. I got browbeat too much. And I said I would never be that bitter old guy that browbeat everybody.
Yeah.
So I tell you, look, you did this well, you did this great. Man, I was a big fan of that. He's like, but you gotta back off on the begging the crowd for accolades. I hate that.
I hate that
Whenever
too.
I see a wrestler go,
I'm like, turn around, he's gonna hit you.
Yeah, they should be hit.
I know.
They should be hit very hard and repeatedly.
I don't love a taunt. I mean, I do like subtle, like Stone Cold stuff. I'm here for that.
If you're down,
yeah,
and I'm standing over you and I'm going, and then you get a boot. Oh, now that's something altogether different.
Yeah. I want to go through your speed dating questions. I love that your favorite. Are you tweeting at me right now? Just saying hi. Was that nice?
Yeah.
I crossed my eyes. Did you see
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, good.
You had your tongue out.
Sometimes I did do that. Yeah. Your favorite color is purple?
Yes.
Wow, my hair was purple not 2 months ago. Now it's orange. So you messed up. Your favorite movie is Reservoir Dogs?
I think it was the first movie where I heard people like just cussing.
Yeah.
And I was like, my mom's so
Wait, favorite cartoon? What did you say? He-Man!
I like Thundercats too.
Thundercats! Ho!
Thundercats is so scary. I'm scared of Thundercats.
Really?
I'm scared of anthropomorphization. So like when things are not supposed to talk and they start talking, that fucks me up. I hate it so much. So I think that this question probably surprised me the most. Your favorite working wrestler is Randy Orton.
Yeah, Randy is one of the few wrestlers that is a smooth wrestler. Smooth. When I say smooth wrestlers, things look effortless, but usually those guys don't have personality.
He does.
But Randy has a finish that everybody will remember for the next 100 years.
Yeah.
And beyond.
Oh my goodness!
You're doing some really cool stuff right now. Truly. Is there anything that you can like talk about, or is it just everything is coming up?
I just finished a show on HBO called Random Acts of Flyness, and that released on Thursday last week. If you ever watch Pickle and Peanut, I'm Adventure Bear.
Oh my stars!
It's so sweet.
I love the voices.
It's good.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Especially if you have such a distinct voice like that. It's like, you should be doing voiceover stuff.
Or I could be Bog the Frog.
No, see, that's more talking animals.
More Ooh, Mark, hear this kid.
Woo! Freaking me out, Mark.
No more frogs, Mark.
Well, thank you for coming and hanging out.
Well, thank you so much.
And check out, your Sirius show. What is the...
I am on Sirius XM, Fight Nation, Channel 93. If you can fight, you can call. As Dave always so eloquently says.
I'm gonna call in.
Call in.
Can I?
Yes, I'm gonna make sure you have the call in number.
I want to.
But I'm on Tuesdays from 8 to 12. And I guess when I'm out here, it's from 6 to 9.
That's a long time to talk.
I got plenty of air.
You got words?
I got words. I got bars.
You got bars. Bars.
Yes.
Well, okay, bye.
Well, don't leave me.
You're right. We'll just let the camera.
We'll just stay here and just look in each other's eyes.
Oh, I have a really deep fear of intimacy. This is bad for me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really scared right now.
Please don't.
That you're gonna like get to know me. I feel very vulnerable.
Really?
Yeah.
You should.
I do.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what it is, to be able to, get to know people.
That's
and
life.
You need to get out there and know people.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think I'll be okay?
I think you'll be fine.
I think you're fine too.
Oh, stop it. Just tell me some more, girl.
Hall of Famer Mark Henry.
Hall of Fame.
Well, we're gonna continue to stare in each other's eyes. See, I stuttered over it. I got so nervous.